So here we are in the breeding shed. Doing a little egg check. I haven't done the egg check for today. So, and there are some birds that are acting like they might be getting ready to lay eggs. These two are not them. We're still in the lovey-kissy, nice nest box, but I've never seen them actually breed before. But I see that coming. I just haven't seen it happen yet. And, predictably, we have no eggs. Now, Sprite here, poor Sprite, I always give you the wrong name. Sprite here and his Fluffy have started breeding, and she's in the box. So let's see what's happening. Anything in there yet? Oh, egg number 1. Okay. I like that whole let's breed and make babies thing. These two just got here. This is a Hedwig down here and Verde up there, and I don't expect to see anything from them for a while. Let's see, there's Sparky, and this is Sparky. So let's see what his girl's doing. Now, oh, just to give you the heads up, I had Cloudy and what was his name? He doesn't have a name, that's why I don't know his name. He is Royal and Matilda's baby. He's 9 months old. And I had them in a holding cage together, and they started breeding. So I split them back up again, and Cloudy laid an egg in a big flight cage. So I thought, well, what the heck. At the time, Sparky and Kelly only had 3 eggs because she laid a 4th and then threw it out because it was cracked. So I stuck it in there with them, putting them back up to 4. And then, of course, 10 minutes later, she laid another egg. She was up to 5. So one of the eggs that we're about to look at is not of their origin. But if it hatches, I'll be perfectly happy to see the baby. And we'll know because it will be blue or violet. So, pretty obvious. Let's see what she's doing in here. Oh my goodness. Yeah, she's on 5. I'm going to take this one and shove it back in here again. And close it up. Okay, so she's 5. I think one of those is her first egg, which I don't think is fertile. And one of those is Royal's grandbaby. So they have probably 3 viable eggs in there. And that's perfectly fine with me. Miss Lilith here with her Razzle has been making the moves on this box for a long time, mind, flapping her wings and not really going in it much. And then I put Hedwig over here, and Hedwig is a senior female. She does not mess around. She's not very big, but she puts up with nothing in the big flight cage. Lilith all of a sudden has thought, maybe I better get in this box. So she's now starting to spend time in it. I'm hoping this means that Razzle's stepping up because I have not seen them mating. These two, none. Oh, by the way, I haven't seen big poops from Lilith. So, these two, nothing. No big poops. Just a lot of lovey-dovey in the cage. If they don't start moving in some direction, I may move them out, but I don't really have anybody else to put in here right now, so I'm perfectly happy to let them sit. Look at these two. There is something about Miss Coco here that just says ripe. She's just nice and fluffy and relaxed and fat, and Porky's just her love, and it's all good. She is spending time in the nest box. I haven't seen a lot of big poops yet, though, but we'll see. Who's that leave? Okay, so this is Hyacinth and Stratus on 3 eggs that are due to hatch, and I'm not even going to look. I know she stopped at 3 eggs because she hasn't laid an egg in over a week. Hyacinth and Stratus, first egg will hatch on the 17th, or is due to hatch on the 17th. This is Bubba and Breezy, and I don't know, they got 5 eggs. I never saw them mate. Now that doesn't mean they didn't mate. I've had birds make babies before without me seeing, and Bubba does like to spend a lot of time in that box with her. But I don't know. I never saw them mate, and this is their first timers, so who knows? When is their first egg due to hatch? On the 19th. So we'll see what happens. That's less than a week away. And this is Royal, being his usual Royal self. What's funny here is Royal, in spite of being the smallest English budgie that I have, is pretty high up in the dominance hierarchy in the flock, because he flies like a jet plane and can run circles around some of the fatter birds. And he just has a tough little nature. He's a typical pugnacious budgie. So even though his Matilda is half again his size, he weighs about 45 grams and she weighs about 65 grams. She thinks she's the best thing since sliced bread, and she's in there laying egg. I think she's on 7 last time I checked. These two are the ones whose baby's supposed to hatch first, which would be the first one's due to hatch on Monday, this is Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So we got 3 more days to go. So I'm excited. Here's Daddy, Limey, working his ass off to take care of his babies. And here is his fat little babies, just sitting in there. Hi! Hi, what you doing? What you doing in there? Huh? Oh, those fat little babies. You guys are supposed to come out pretty soon, you know. Terrible babies. Look at this little guy. He says, what do you want? Who are you? Hi, I'm just a baby. Look at those babies. They are so cute. Yes, they are. Walking around. This one has a lot of feathers on her. I guess she's still not quite big enough to come out. And there's Limey looking in saying, what are you doing to my babies? What are you doing, Limey? Okay. So, hi, Limey. You are such a good daddy. Yes, you are. He's light. He's feeding. He's giving it all to the babies. I've put, since he and Marine were the only birds to mate successfully when they did, in spite of coming off of a lot of quarantine meds and calcium depletion and stuff like that. I have, after the last chick hatched, so I knew that if Marine started getting restless and stopped sitting as much, the babies would be okay, because they'd be this big pile of babies keeping each other warm. I started giving them every 3rd or 4th day a shot of calcium in their water to support, and it has made a big difference. So I'm glad I've done it, and we're just waiting for baby number 1 here to climb out of that box and fledge. And the minute she does, I take them all out and put them in, I bring them into the kitchen and put them in what I call the fledgling cage with their daddy, so he can teach them the ropes, because these breeding cages all have bars on the bottom of them, which make it very hard for the chicks to walk. And I actually once had a chick get its legs stuck where the 2 sides of the cage meet, like right there where they're close together. Got a leg stuck down in there. So I've decided that the minute they fledge, I'll take them in and put them in the fledgling cage, which is a little longer than these cages, a little bit narrower, but most importantly, had a removable bottom on it, so they'll just be walking around on a flat bottom with paper towels. Okay, so that is the breeding shed update.